about Tata Motors as well. That's a stock in focus. Remember, it's an index stock down about 15% at this point of time. Karunya is now joining us. Karunya, there are two developments. One regarding the sales numbers which have come out, which are seeing a continuous decline. And second is regarding the stoppage in production that they have done, which is indicating that demand continues to be weak.
Right. In fact, both of these reasons are interrelated, Pankaj. If you look at it, the sales numbers have been weakening for quite some time. In September seems like a final straw because the numbers really slumped in China, which is one of their very important markets. 25% of their profits approximately come from China for JLR. So once, the sales there got hit so badly, we saw a slowdown, or rather a crash of 46% in the month of September on a year-on-year basis. That is something that has really triggered the management to pull the plug on this on this particular Solihull plant, at least on a temporary basis for now. Of course, they have stated the fact that it is the ongoing concerns globally in terms of demand and because of the weakening demand in China. These are some factors which have forced the company to shut down the plant on a temporary basis. We've also had a couple of brokerages give their initial reactions. Morgan Stanley, for one, has said that China continues to remain an extremely weak market for JLR despite, good product launches, localization of several products that has happened, models that has happened. It has not really picked up or done anything for JLR. Really, they are expecting the slowdown in China to take JLR into a loss in the second quarter. The quantum of loss that they are expecting is 133 million pounds in the second quarter. Demand commentary on back of the weakening situation for JLR in terms of sales is extremely important to watch out for. Do remember, for the last 2 quarters also, the management has not said a word about the outlook in terms of, giving us a clear picture on the numbers that one can expect or that the company is targeting. Nothing has really come up as far as the sales outlook is concerned. So that will be important to watch out for, and hopefully on back of so many concerns that are building up, the management will finally be able to speak up.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us with that. And obviously, there's going to be a lot of pain that's going to be left because of this. So let's go across to Ashwin Patil to discuss more about this. JLR slamming the brakes on the Jaguar Land Rover unit. How the market's reading this. We've already seen the Tata Motors stock drive in the slow lane, hitting a 7-year low. Hi Ashwin, what did you make of this development and what's the outlook looking like? Let's not forget there's also the added pressure that's going to come in on Tata Motors from Brexit and how much that is going to cost.
Well, quantifying those numbers is really difficult at this point in time. But I would say that, yes, the company is, facing a lot of headwinds all over the globe, mainly on the European front and Chinese front. In China, we know that the import duties have hiked and there is some trade war happening over there, And in Europe, we know that Brexit is also impacting the stock, and now it's a time for it getting materialized, and the numbers would be actually seeing in the overall, the results or the volume outlook. So I think that in line with this demand slump, the production has got aligned at a couple of its plants, and with the shutdowns, we can get an insight that maybe the upcoming launches from JLR and all won't be that enough, or may not suffice to offset this kind of global slump that is happening. And also we know that the company is in heavy capex mode, and the RM prices are on an up move, and the free cash flows are negative at this point in time. So maintaining that 4 to 7% of EBIT margins, which the company has guided for this year, seems to be a bit difficult to achieve. So I think that
when we talk about a company like Tata Motors or JLR specifically, as the volumes go down, the impact on margins is much higher. So that's why that 4 to 7% number is still looking pretty high now.
Yes, actually, because China being about 25% of its profitability, if that is getting hit by certain issues, then definitely we can expect a lowering of this guidance also. So I think that the company is facing headwinds from all the directions, and definitely is going to impact their profitability going forward.
For taking out time for us, telling us what's happening. Tata Motors is a stock in focus, down about 14%. You can also look at Tata Motors DVR. I think that's also following what the main share is doing. So both these names are looking in weak.